Right, so I'm going into the Earth node next. Rufus the Fighter sent me in here. Power of the plane of Earth is focused within this node. Whole place is thumping. Earthquakes, all of that. Lots of Earth elementals in here, I reckon. I've got a good cleric hireling. What are my weapons? Axiomatic, construct, bane. No. Shocking, I suppose, will work on them with deadly. I mean, that's alright. Unholy. I think I'll go with the shocking deadly unless we'll try the. No, it's humanoid bane. Stuff wasted. Shocking of deadly, I think, will probably do.
The
I think
sound
you can
of
shock
cracking
Earth
stone
elementals.
echoes around you as you are transported into the elemental node of Earth.
Where's my doggy? Acid protection? Feels like a smart idea. I'll do, oops, my insightful damage. Stone tablet. To honour her, you must walk the path. Mark well the poisonous lights. I can't be poisonous, that's good. Light the beacons, bring a sacrifice to the altar. Do not waste the Hirelgas, lest the old worm claim your sacrifice to light. It'll be an acid dragon. What are they? Black. So there's dragons in here, but I had a little look on the wiki to see if they drop scales, and it doesn't look like they do.
The sound of small crashes constantly echo through the cave.
Because I think
small stones break loose from the ceiling.
I could use an easy source of white dragon scales. Because I want to get the there are quite a lot of white dragons in the thing in the mission, but because I'm Warforged, I'm going to say Warforged probably. I quite want to get the white dragon scale armor, not because the armor itself is particularly useful for me, but because the skin of it's really nice and it's unique, and I'd quite like to glamouring the skin of it, but because it's bound to character, it's quite a hard one to get, unless they've changed that now. Very possibly they have. A lot of the old stuff that used to be BTC is now BTA. So far, this is the first choice of route, and I want to go left. Rust monsters, okay. Even though I'm made out of wood, I don't like rust monsters. I think I've got lots of metal in my wood. I think they hit you extra hard if you're Warforged. Saw that water and I had a flashback thinking I was going to have to go swimming again. No. Please. I love that my armor's got permanent blur on it now. That's such a coup. So it's just a dead end, right? Seems so. Oh, well, that was singularly pointless, wasn't it? Go a bit towards conquest. And some 5 mysterious remnants. Well, that makes it worthwhile. Okay, this way now. Probably be equally pointless in this direction, but let's give it a go. time to get held. Let's just drop one of these turrets. Well, you can't cast fail because I'm quickened. No, that did it. Where was I? Oh, I didn't think you could fail cast with a quicken. That time it does seem like it did fail. Oh, let's keep going. Keep going in the direction I was actually going in rather than back on myself. Maybe my run and drop turrets idea isn't quite as good as I think it is, because they keep on earth grabbing me just as I'm about to drop the turret. I didn't think Quicken could be interrupted, but it might be able to be interrupted by an earth grab. I haven't got Quicken on. That would make sense of a lot. Drops in that. That's one. Can't really treat that thing like a firewall or a blade barrier. I think I'm treating it like a blade barrier basically. It's not as effective as a maxed out blade barrier. Still does something.
When we played at PAX, it was awesome. It was really fun to be in front of a sold-out, massive theater packed with people who loved the game and loved the characters and cared about it as much as we did. And for me as an actor, it gave me an opportunity to bring the character of Aophel to life in a way that he didn't ever come alive just around the table.
Haven't I met you before, Tacky? Oh no, maybe you're not the guy that was grovelling last time you came here. Hello mate, what's up? Nice, bit of optional loot. So where am I going next? Up to that crossroads and right. Bow. I do like their singing. The second phrase really does sound like fucking shit. Like, not that it's badly sung, it sounds like they're singing those words.
A deep rumbling can be felt through the floor, as if the entire cave complex were starting to shake.
Oh, that's a dragon. Best deal with these trash mobs.
Giant
Dragon wolves, the
crystals
dragon.
loomed out of the darkness, revealing the massive scale of what happened.
The dragon hasn't woken up yet, good. Sleeping dragon. Watcher constructs. Oh, right then. Let's get in this then, shall we? To spot Bilboing. Lovely. I'm gonna kill it though. Just curious. So I can nick its stuff. Oh, doesn't quite get out. Wakey wakey! He's quite an old dragon compared to the others. That's probably why you get the option to avoid the combat. Going. I've already robbed his stuff. I don't really need to stay here with these watcher constructs. It's good to get them though, because I'm going to be coming back here probably. Where am I? There's one way up here. I need 2 more gate beacons. There's probably one up here and one up the other path. Oof.
The sound of shifting stones reverberates all around me.
Damn, I thought there was something over there, but there isn't. There's a shrine, which is useful. Gets messier when you've got an area of effects. Spell. Just run to a killing ground, stop. Run to a killing ground, stop. What's he got to say here?
You know, my favorite experience to this day remains the very first time I played through the adventure that is in the DM's guide for the red box set. Not Keep on the Borderlands, which I loved and thought was fantastic, but this sort of like cave exploring dungeon crawl where you encounter this wizard called Bargle and you have to fight a rust monster, which is the evilest thing in the history of the creation of any Dungeons and Dragons thing ever. Because that was my very first experience, like sitting down with this game and experiencing just how awesome my imagination had the potential to be.
Great. One more. Where's it likely to be? Down there.
As the cavern ceiling drops ever lower, you can almost feel the oppressive weight of the stone above. The worst thing that has ever happened to me in D&D over 30 years of playing, over literally thousands of hours of playing, was that Eladrin killing monster, Chris Perkins, making it impossible for me to climb out of an acid pit when I rolled a freaking 19. No, 19. It was one of the most painful, powerful, upsetting character deaths I have ever had. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. It was the most painful character death I have ever experienced. And I will never.
Yeah, you hold on to these things. I like this guy. It's really alive for him. I can see why they put his experiences in these games. Yeah, he's kind of charming and loves it and talks about it well. That's all you want, really. Rust monster. We need a shrine soon, I think. Messy. Oh, Rust Monster's still alive. Okay, and there's the last one. I don't actually know where I'm assuming it will be around where the dragon is, where the gate I've opened is. That's the most logical place, isn't it? Back this way. Not that way. These constructs just make it a bit less relaxing than I want it to be. So, the implication is it's south. Yeah, there it is. Umber Hawks. Ow, they hit really hard as well. It's confusing and not nice, and especially because it isn't a shrine and I'm behaving as if there was one. So actually let's pull these Umber Hawks up to my turret. Miranda's almost out of mana. There isn't a shrine showing up here. It will be before the end, I'm sure. That better be actually, I'm right on the end of my mana. Oh, there it is, look. Great. Perfect. Drop one. Turret here. Fight everything in it. And I could actually just ignore the fight and go into the turret, go into the tunnel, the portal. Great. Let's sort of shrine, shall we? Get our mana back. And whatever's in the final fight, let's kill it. Probably be a giant. That's what the last lot have been. Another load of elementals. There we go. Boom, and that's the end of the quest. I'll see you in the next one.